25-yard line. He's to the 25, to the 20, and pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So moving the chains, getting a first down there. And the workhorse for him, Ricky McDermott, catching the ball out of the backfield in the flats and cutting it up down the sideline.
Correct, and it was a great throw by Gabe Davis. He could feel the pressure coming from behind and just got it off before getting clocked. So we'll see how that affects him on this play, but you're absolutely right about McDermott, and you see why Pioneer's kicking away from him on kickoffs.
Yep, no, you got that right. So Larry Donald lined up on the far side of the field, along with number 7, Jake Overstreet, the backup quarterback, as Davis rolls out to the right side, and he hits Davidson, Larry Donald, on the outside, and he is hit and pushed out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. It's going to be a first down. It's going to bring up first and goal. Ball will be at the 9-yard line, as Pioneer has no answer for this passing game.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the threat of Davis being able to run,
I think you're absolutely
has thrown
right.
them off.
Good call there. I mean, and on that play action, he really had all the time in the world and could have ran it if he wanted to. So dual threats at quarterback are just extremely useful in high school football.
Yep, so Gabe Davis under center. He drops back to pass, and it's a fade route to the outside, and Larry Donald did not expect that to be thrown so quickly.
Angry.
As Gabe Davis throwing that one before Donald knew the ball was coming, and he turns around and the ball was bouncing a couple inches away from his hands. And if he knew that ball was coming, he had a step on Manriquez on the outside, and that would have been a touchdown.
Well, that's true, and I think he was extremely angry either with himself or at Davis because before the ball even hit the ground, he threw his hands up like, what just happened?
Yeah. So Davis under center, I formation, and it's a handoff to McDermott, who tries going straight up the gut, and he is hit for a pickup of maybe a half a yard, and it's going to bring up third down and about 8 yards. 9:28 remaining. It's third and goal. Ball on the 8-yard line. Pioneer leading 23-20 here in the fourth quarter as time is winding down here. 9 minutes remaining as we have had a thriller here for Pioneer Homecoming.
Great game for homecoming.
Yep, and the 50-year anniversary of Pioneer High School's existence. And we are happy to be bringing you all the action right here on 89.3 The Stampede. Sophomore quarterback Gabe Davis under center, and he play action straight up the gut, and he keeps it, tries getting around the left side, and he is hit and dropped by number 60.
Ronald Jesse.
Jesse getting in there, as well as Curtis Tanquary getting in there for the tackle, as it looks like they're going to send out the field goal team as they are going to just play it safe here, put the points up, and try and tie this game. And I think this favors Pioneer.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're not putting really any confidence in your offense and just sending out the field goal team.
Yep, and the kick is up, and it's almost missed. It looked like it was about to hit that side railing, side bar, but it doesn't. Squeezes through as Trevor Pardula putting through the 3 points, and we're all tied up, and we got a break in the action with your Pioneer Mustangs 23 and the visiting Leigh Longhorns 23. You're listening to Pioneer Mustang Football on 89.3 The Stampede.
Mustang Football is brought to you in part by Pioneer High School's famous glue factory. This year, the hard-working theater group is presenting the holiday classic White Christmas. Show dates are to 7 p.m. December 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in Pioneer's Performing Arts Center. Tickets start at just $7 at the door before each performance. That is White Christmas, the perfect holiday treat, coming this December to Pioneer's Glue Factory and KMTG San Jose, 89.3 The Stampede.
Welcome back, Pioneer Mustang Stadium, 50th anniversary homecoming night. We've got a thriller on Blossom Hill Road, 23 all, 8:11 remaining in this fourth quarter, as Pioneer Mustangs waiting to receive the kick from the Leigh Longhorns. Trevor Pardula as Pioneer looking to keep the momentum going, drive down the field again as they controlled it at the beginning of this half. Dylan Borrego catching the ball, but barely stepping into the end zone, and it's going to be another touchback, and Pioneer's going to start this drive again from the 20-yard line.
I mean, and I don't really mind that. On most of their drives that have started from the 20, they put it into the end zone. So,
yep, they have scored every time they've been at the 20-yard line, and any time they have not, they have not. Yeah, that came out
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Exactly how I meant to do it.
I guaranteed.
All right, good. So Pioneer will be starting off at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, 8:11 remaining in this fourth quarter. We're all knotted up at 23 all as the Leigh Longhorns come into town and take on our Pioneer Mustangs on this homecoming night. It's a little chilly out here, but the rain has held off as the handoff is straight up the gut and finding a seam, the 40, the 50, cutting it back into the 40, the 35, the 30, the 30, 20, 15, and a touchdown. Curtis the Man Tanquary taking it 80 yards to the house.
Wow.
Untouched. One guy had a chance at him. He dip-stepped him and took it all the way in, and this crowd is on their feet, and we are rocking and rolling here.
Oh, they are loving it here at Mustang Stadium. What a run by Curtis Tanquary. He knew exactly what he was doing. Of course, he going full speed, stops, and just got back up to full speed in about 2 seconds.
And he is following that lead block. Ronald Gezzi has been the blocker of the year. I'm going to say that because he has just put his hand on the backside, and he scored it through, and he was gone. And Pioneer putting up the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So after an 80-yard touchdown, Curtis Tanquary, second touchdown of the day. Pioneer Mustangs 30, the visiting Leigh Longhorns 23. As they come out, we're not going to take a break here because they are rushing us, and we don't want to have to miss any second of this.
What a great
it is
game.
Fantastic homecoming excitement. We've been waiting 50 years for excitement like this, it seems. Amazing one play, 80 yards. Curtis Tanquary is definitely the MVP of this.
We know he's had it in him all season, and just waiting, and he finally. I mean, you knew he'd break one eventually, and this one goes for 80 yards. Just a beautiful run.
You know what I think is even more exciting than that 80-yard touchdown is he is only a junior.
Oh, I know.
And he will be back next year, and you can only assume he's going to be bigger and better than ever. So, great things to look forward to. But as of right now, Pioneer leading by 7 over the visiting Leigh Longhorns. One play, 80 yards. Curtis Tanquary, the man, the myth, the Tanquary. 7:56 remaining in this fourth quarter as Pioneer takes a late lead, and the kick is a squib kick, and it bounces past McDermott, who finally picks it up at the 10-yard line, and he's around the right side of the 15 and pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line. He went down to pick that up and kind of scored it past him.
He got lucky that he could get there and pick it up, but
Jason Calderon was going down the field pretty quickly, and he could have had a chance to make a play on that.
Had his eyes on the prize there.
Also, Cole Brady had a nice little chance of that too, and very exciting.
Oh,
this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, what a game.
The fans are here. The fans are excited.
And obviously the perfect night to have a game like this.
It's true. I'm glad it's not raining because that would have been a whole different game.
Absolutely.
I mean, Pioneer would have still been running the ball, but it just changes the whole dynamic. It makes it an uglier game sometimes.
The mud and the slop.
Yeah, well, it's not mud because it's turf out here.
Thank you.
But I know what you mean. Yes, just it would make for a sloppy game. So we are happy as the sophomore quarterback Gabe Davis takes a snap, looks left, and then finally decides to keep it, and he runs out to the 20 to the 22 where he's finally hit a nice little low blow there. Ryan Sparks getting down nice and low and hitting Gabe Davis, upending him for a pick. He's still got to pick up about 9 yards. Well, it's going to bring up second and one.
But that's what you want to do with a running quarterback. Go for the legs, and maybe he won't want to be running it at you next time.
Yep. Oh, excuse me. They gave him the first down on that. So it's going to be first down, ball at the 21-yard line. As Gabe Davis, a sophomore quarterback, has an I formation behind him with Larry Donald on the outside. And it's a handoff or a keeper as Gabe Davis doing everything himself, thinking he is the man, the myth, the Tanqueray, and he's not.
He is definitely not the
around the left
Tanqueray.
side, and he slips and is upended and is tackled for a loss of 2 yards there.
He's no Tanqueray. I mean, not to take anything away from Gabe Davis. He's had a great game.
Yep.
But couldn't get it done there.
Nope. And, you know, sometimes you try and do too much.
Yeah, I hear you.
And for a sophomore quarterback, he might have, you know, they might have finally found an answer for him, this Pioneer Mustangs team, as it brings up 2nd and 12, 6:50 and counting here in this fourth quarter. As Davis drops back to pass, looks left, and goes back to the right side, and it comes up and it's tipped and intercepted. Ronald Gezzi going down the sideline and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneer Mustangs. The tip play that they practiced that, and Gezzi taking it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow. Hello, young fella. Ronald Gezzi, welcome to the spotlight. Homecoming. What a play. I mean, first he got up, almost pulled it down with one hand. Then a great play by, I believe it was Devarius Dees. Coming in, tips it, and Gezzi gets a second chance and takes advantage of it that time, and he goes to the house.
Excuse me, they are calling it Dominique DeBoer over the loudspeaker, so we'll wait to see if that is true. But it looked like Gezzi to me, but
but
it don't matter.
Whoever
Pioneer
it was.
kicking the extra point through, and it is good. Pioneer leads 14, by 14, 37-23. A huge turn of events here in this fourth quarter. Pioneer just taking them by the throat and smashing them down. And they are dominating now.
I wish you could see the fans when that ball got picked off. Everyone just up at their feet in unison, and it's what they've been waiting for all season.
It sure was. I mean, the tip drill that you practice over and over, and it worked to perfection there. Dominique DeBoer, Ronald Gezzi, whoever it was, just an absolutely beautiful play. As he goes in, takes it about 22 yards for the touchdown, untouched really. And Pioneer turning this one around and taking complete control over this with the biggest lead of the game by any team, 14 points, 37-23, 6:30 remaining in this fourth quarter. So in the past 2 minutes, Pioneer coming up with really 3 big scores as they drove down the field on that first. It's exciting. It's really great to be here. 89.3 the Stampede. As here comes the kick, and it's another squibber fielded by McDermott at about the 25. He's to the 27, the 30, and upended and downed at the 31-yard line. And we are having a good time here, Pioneer Mustang Stadium. The fans are loving life. They have not had much to cheer about really all season, at least like this. We've had moments, but nothing compared to what we've been seeing here.
Yeah, when you have plays like these, I mean, I don't know what you can be sad about. There's a smile on everyone's face out here.
Absolutely nothing. You got that right. 1st and 10, ball on their own 31-yard line. As Gabe Davis drops back to pass, he looks and eyeballing someone straight down the middle. He bounces back, cuts back, a little more of another pump fake, and he decides to keep it. He's to the 30, the 35, and he is hit and smacked down. Coach Perry is jumping up and down on the sideline, because that was a huge hit. Was that Marcus Smith?
I think oh my goodness, he was flying.
Oh my goodness, coming up at full speed. It's like a locomotive hitting a freight train, and the locomotive won. I don't know what that means.
I
sounded good.
No, and that's a Coach Perry hit right there.
Yep, definitely. And you know, I don't think anything fires up Coach Perry as hard as something like that.
You're absolutely right.
We're just happy that everyone got up and no one was hurt.
Correct.
And
do it again.
Very exciting. 5:59 remaining in this fourth quarter, as it looks like we've got taunting was the call.
Oh, wow.
on the Pioneer Mustangs, and that's going to move them down the field 15 yards. So after a huge hit, someone kind of got up and said something that was not appropriate, and they're going to be flagged for it. They're still up 14, 5:15